and they're just coordinating something, and they're just doing grander things. When a guy is just, it's a strain for us. We've barely evolved above sniffing our own farts. Women are doing much.
I'm really not
Speak for
above
yourself.
Right, I am not
I'm
either.
not above that.
I'm trying to bump the show up a little bit by saying I'm above that. Because every guy's yelled at some point, "Don't come in here."
Or this one.
Or some guys have
Yeah. Women always handing you insulting cans of different products and going, what? You know what? I refuse. I have never been so insulting.
Hey, you know what I like about my age group?
You don't care.
No, I don't care. But
you get to a certain age, you don't care.
A 20-year-old man, I don't ever put product in my hair. I don't even know what product is.
I don't put product anywhere. I see people.
I'm amazed at what's important. My product, I have to run and get some.
I see people that have beard routines that are just, it's like they're changing the oil on a Maserati with what they put in their beard.
Well, on my grease,
I didn't know there was stuff for a beard.
It's still hard to find, but I do have some SOSs out there looking for it. But then, as my wife reminded me, I would need hair to put it on.
Right.
So that might be a problem. But hey,
It
is what it is.
Yeah, you don't just want to paint your head.
No.
I mean,
but they have that too.
They do. They have that spray on hair. It's spray on hair.
And
hair in a can.
From a distance, that is a good option. It's when you get close to the person.
If you lower your standards
enough, stand
enough,
behind them and look at their head. Their head it looks like blacktop.
Right. They've just, you don't have spray on hair. It doesn't exist.
No.
You just shellacked your head, and that's it.
All I can say is.
Well, on that note, thank you for coming.
It was my pleasure. Let me get the gratuitous plug in, if I may.
Sure.
The www.tapinto.net. Select Lower Merion, or go to www.tapintothemainline.com.
That's not long enough.
You're right.
That's not long enough.
It's all spelled out. It's one word.
Yeah, it's the W stutter. Get 3 of them.
And always looking for stories, and it's local journalism in the digital age.
I expect, and I really believe that the business model for Tap Into, for example, when I signed on in August and went live in October. In August, I was the 70th franchise. They're at 85 now. And I expect to see more growth because as the news, which I agree is there's more news outlets, but there's not more news.
Right.
But as you get it down to that local level,
you've got different sources.
Yeah, they're going to excel.
Because that's the real problem. We were talking about that beforehand, is that you've got 8 million outlets that are pulling from 4 sources.
Mm-hmm.
And you're pulling from real things that are happening, that you're going and you're seeing, you're witnessing. A lot of reporters now just grab stories off the wire, as it used to be called, but they don't validate anything.
Have you noticed how much reporting from the major papers, I'll use the Inquirer, for
looks
example,
the same as other stuff.
A lot of the Inquirer stuff, a lot of it comes from the Washington Post, because I guess they're all sister companies now. and surprisingly is more AP and more Reuters. So as they keep skinning down their workforces, AP and Reuters are supposed to fill the void, and they're not designed for local news.
Right.
They're just not. They don't. Right. They couldn't handle it if they wanted to.
And they don't want to.
No.
And local news will just wither on the vine unless somebody does something, Do
you ever look at Philly.com?
Yeah.
Do you know that Philly.com, a highly popular site that would get you to the Inquirer and the Daily News, or a version of the two, they've decided to, that's a redirect now. Philly.com is not their main domain. It's back to the Inquirer something.
Oh, okay.
And so it's amazing to me to look at news, one of the highest, one of the most successful in this area news platforms, that they're going to push away from that and try to go back. Very interesting to see.
I think there's going to be a lot of going back. I think it's going to.
I don't know. The genie again, man.
I think it's not going to stop with people with way too long beards and flannel shirts. I think there's going to be some functional.
I had to look down. I do not have flannel on.
No, and you got a beard with no product in it, so that's
product.
fine.
Yeah, no hair, no nothing.
No hair, no product. But thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And we officially broke the record for the longest show. That's what I wanted to do with this guy.
Uh-oh.
I think you broke that an hour ago.
No.
Is this the time?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's how long it's going on for.
That means
that means you're divorced.
I lied to my wife when I said I'd be home around 6.
What was the previous record? Do you remember?
It was 2 hours and 10 minutes or something.
Oh, wow.
So are you telling me we've actually sat around here for like 2 hours and 40 minutes or 30
talk
and had a great time?
Yeah. And everybody is sober and nobody hates anybody, and that's what should happen.
Well, give me a chance. I'm not in my car yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll hate somebody within blocks.
Yeah, that's driving. That's another topic. Well, thank you very much.
This has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate the invite.
Thank you for coming. And hit the button, Russell.